This is reading lesson number 13. This video is for you if you struggle with reading. I am April McMurtry, a reading specialist, dyslexia specialist, and the developer of the Learn Reading program, and I'm going to teach you how to read in 100 videos. It is important that you start with lesson 1. I have that video linked for you in the description below. I will be building upon each lesson, and it is important that you watch them in order, beginning with lesson 1. Here's how these lessons will work. The first 10 lessons are taken from my Begin Reading packet, which is linked next to the number 1 in the description. Lessons 11 through 90 are taken from my Learn Reading program, which is next to the number 2 in the description. And lessons 91 through 100 are taken from my Adult Reading class, which is next to the number 3 in the description. If you do not purchase the worksheets, that is perfectly fine. I would love to teach you here for free, but you will need a piece of paper and a pencil to follow along with me. So if you do not have that, push pause and come right back. I will have 2 videos for you each week, and you are welcome to follow along with me here for free, or you can join me at any time in my adult reading class, especially if these words are a little easy for you. And there I can help you a little more personally. And again, that link is next to the number 3 in the description below. If you want an online tutor, I can recommend several, and I have that link for you below as well. Okay, let's get started. So if you have the worksheets, we are in lesson 13 today. Our new sight word is have. This is how you spell have. Remember, we always circle sight words, and we train our brain to look at them as a unit so that we do not accidentally decode or sound them out. If you have the worksheets, go ahead and practice all of the sight words on this page. Our new grapheme for this lesson is E, and E will make its long sound. Its long sound is its name if the next 1 or 2 letters is another vowel. That's the tap 2 rule. When you come to a vowel, tap the next 2 letters. If either one of them is another vowel, then the vowel that you are on will make its say its name or its long sound. The vowels again are A, E, I, O, U, and Y when it is not the first letter. A, E, I, O, U, and Y. So when you come to one of those letters, look at the next 2. If either one of them is another vowel, then the vowel that you are on will probably say its name. That is its long sound. So that is the sound that we are going to be working on with this E today. Its long sound. So if you have the worksheets, go ahead and say the sound of all of these graphemes and then meet me over on the new phoneme page. So for those of you here working with me on this video, I want you to count how many sounds are in the word footstool. Footstool. Kind of a hard one. There's some weird sounds in there. Push pause if you want. Stretch that word out and count how many sounds are in footstool. So footstool has f, t, s, t, u, l. 7 sounds. F, t, s, t. Ooh, oh, that was a hard one. Footstool has 7 sounds. If that was hard for you, push pause, go back over, listen to the sounds that I just said until you can hear each one and count them correctly. Okay, if you do have the worksheets, practice separating the sounds in each of these words. Remote, beehive, peel, they all have the E sound in them, though. And then meet me down here on the new words page. Okay, so this is where we're going to do most of our work today. But first, I want to go over the extra practice from last time. Okay, so here is our worksheet from last time in lesson 12. We did the first 4 together, but the last 4 were the ones that you did on your own as extra practice. So I wanted to read those for you to make sure that you read them correctly. This first one is dimly. Dimly. This one is dressy, dressy. Last time we worked on that Y at the end of a multi-syllable word makes the long E sound, E, most of the time. So this is dressy. This is smelly, smelly. And this is messy, messy. So hopefully you got those right. And then let's go on back to today's lesson. So our first word for today is Well, let's do it together. I'm going to circle each of the vowels. Our words are getting a little longer, so I'm going to circle the vowels to make sure that we figure those out first, because if you can read the vowels, you can read the word. So I'm going to do the tap 2 rule here on this first E. Look in the next two letters, 1, 2. Yes, there's a vowel there. So yes, this says its name, E. Here's another vowel, tap 2. 1, 2. No, there's not a vowel there. So no, it doesn't say its name. It says its regular short sound, eh. When we pencil read this word, we have E, S, E, L. When you blend those sounds, we have resell, resell, resell. All right, I'm going to be quiet while you work on this next one, but we can mark it together. Okay, so we knew that the first E said E because there's another vowel 1 or 2 doors down. We knew that this E said E because the next two letters are consonants. And we know that this I says I because there's not another vowel 1 or 2 doors down. The sounds are E, O, E, K, T, R, I, K. When you blend those sounds together, you have electric. Electric, electric, electric. Nicely done. All right, let's do the next one. All right, we know that this first E says E because there is a vowel 1 or 2 doors down. We know that this A says ah, it's short sound because there is not another vowel 1 or 2 doors down. Same with this E makes it short sound because there is not another vowel in the next 1 or 2 letters. So those sounds are D, E, ah, n, D, D. When you combine those sounds, we have demanded, demanded, demanded. Isn't it wonderful how our words are getting nice and long, but not any harder? Now that you have the tools, you know how to read these longer words. Let's go ahead and do your last one. All right, so we know that this E says E because there's a vowel right there. We know that this E says because the next two letters are consonants. And ER, we've learned, says R. So when those sounds are P, R, E, S, N, T, R. I'm going to go one letter at a time. This is a trick or a tool to help you grab every single sound in a longer word. So that would look like this. And this is a tool that I recommend using if you're ever unsure about a word. We have per, pre. Now you're going to notice I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning and just grab one more sound every time. So the first two sounds were per, then we added the E and it's pre. I'm going to grab one more sound at a time every time going back to the beginning. Priest, prese, present, present, presenter, presenter, presenter. All right, now we have the next 4 you can do on your own, but next time we come back, I will go over those with you also to make sure that you did, that you pronounced them correctly. If you don't have the worksheets, just pause the video and write this down. Make sure you grab every single letter. It is really hard to copy, especially if you have dyslexia. So take your time. Make sure that those are copied correctly. If you want these worksheets, they're in the description for you below on how to get those. And if you do have them, here's some additional vocabulary words, all with that long E sound is in each one of these somewhere for you to discover the meaning of. Here are the word cards for you to cut up and use as flashcards to practice fluency. And then here are some sentences so that you can read the words in context. All right, you are doing amazing, my friends. Good job, and I'll see you in the next video.